Hey everyone! Have you recently joined Adoptme, but you have no idea how to play? Stay tuned for this complete beginner's guide to Adoptme. And don't forget to watch till the end so you'll learn everything you need to know about Adoptme. Now, the intro. Alright, the first thing I will explain is the starter egg. When you join Adoptme for the first time, you'll be able to go and collect a starter egg. And when you hatch the starter egg, you'll be able to get one of two pets, either a cat or a dog. To get the starter egg, you'll have to go to the nursery. Right now, I'm walking through what is called the neighborhood, and there's also this portal that will take you to what's called the main map. In the main map, you'll be able to go to the nursery, which is going to be in the center of the main map, and it is the red and blue nursery building. You have to be a parent to collect the starter egg, and the first task that you'll get for your starter egg will be hungry. Every time you join Adoptme, there'll be a sandwich that goes to your inventory. So when you collect the starter egg, which should be here, which I don't have because I've already collected it before, but when you collect it, you'll be able to equip your sandwich from your inventory and feed your starter egg to complete its first task. Now, there are also like watering fountains in the nursery and other food sources here as well that you could use, but to hatch your starter egg, you're gonna want to complete tasks. If you get the feature pet task, you can tap on your pet and then click feed. And I just am feeding my bunny this donut. You could do the same with a sandwich. There are two main different types of tasks. The orange ones are going to be the ones around main map, like this school task right here. For those ones, you will pretty much just have to stand in the place they are supposed to go. And in the school, you can also teach your pet how to do tricks. I'll just show you here how my bunny can learn a trick. You can also skip the teaching so it goes by faster, and then you'll be able to use tricks. And the question marks are tricks that you haven't learned yet. The orange task will give you around 16 to 18 bucks. So if you go across this bridge, you'll be able to get to the pool party task. The blue tasks, like feeding your pet food or giving your pet some water, or there's also like taking your pet for a walk. Those tasks will give you less money, like around $8 to $10. Over here is the playground, so this is where you'll take your pet if your pet gets the playground need. If you make your way this way, you'll go to the hair salon, which is another one of the orange needs. Inside the hair salon, there are donuts, and you can also spray paint your pet, which I think is so cute. I'm just going to show you guys me spray painting my pet purple. You'll just grab a color and then click on your pet to spray. But don't worry, if you don't like it, you can wash it off in this bath. This is what it will look like when you're completing your task. The little orange dial will go around, and then you will get bucks. If you get the I am sleepy task, you need to put your pet in a pet bed or a crib, and then usually after the sleep task, when it turns daytime, your pet will be stinky, and you can put it in a pet tub or you can put it in a shower, which actually does it 2 times faster. Another one of the orange tasks is pizza place. This is by the hair salon. I'll just go in, and if you do get pizza place task, you can just stay here. But if you want to work here to get money, go to the back. You can become a pizza chef, and I'll show you guys how you guys can get money from doing this. First, you're going to take dough and roll the dough. After you do that, you can add toppings to your pizza. You want to add toppings from one of the pizzas that are on the list on the board. Now you guys can cook your pizza, and once your pizza's done cooking, you will deliver it for 10 bucks. This is a way that I like to get money in the game. And another thing to mention is it can be helpful to have lots of money in the game so you can like decorate your house or buy pets, which I can mention later. Right now, you'll see me pulling out a leash because I have the take your pet for a walk task. You do not need a leash. I just like to use a leash for this. But if you do get this task, you just need to walk around with your pet and it will do the task. To do the Pet Your Pet task, click on your pet, click on Needs, and then you can just tap on your pet and it will do it. Next, I'll explain how you can do the hospital task. The hospital is this white and blue building, which is in the main map as well. There are 3 different ways that I like to complete this task. Way number 1 is putting your pet in a healing bed like this one. Way number 2 would be to go ask Dr. Hart if she can heal your family. She'll talk to you and she will ask if you want your family healed. But yeah, then this glowing ring will go around your head showing that your family will be healed. Now, way number 3, which is my favorite, is to go back here and collect some healing apples. I like to get these healing apples for the time that I'm in the game, because then if you feed your pet a healing apple, or if you feed yourself one, you guys will be healed. Why I say if you feed yourself one is because I'll explain later that you guys can be a baby, and when you're a baby, you can get tasks as well. Now, the healing apples will leave your inventory once you leave the game, but I think they're still great to have while you're in the game. The hospital is also great because you can get water, sandwiches, and even complete your pet's sleep task. If your pet gets the potty task, you can bring them to a fire hydrant, which are located around the main map. If you have a toilet in your house, that will work too. That was a blue task and I got 10 bucks. Another blue task is throwing your pet a throw toy. So you will automatically have this squeaky bone. You just need to tap your screen 3 times and then it will throw the squeaky bone 3 times and that will complete the task. When your pet's thirsty, instead of giving them food, you will just give them a drink. For the food and the water task, you could also bring them to a pet food or water bowl. You can buy some to put in your house, or there are free ones to use at the school. Now, another way to do the playground task is to go to build mode, and you can just search up piano in the A to Z category. If you buy the piano 𝐸𝐴, you will just be able to place your pet on the piano and have them play, and this will do the playground task. The piano costs $100, so to get your money back, you can just delete it right after. Another task is the camping task. There is a day to night rotation on what task you get in Adoptme, and you'll get camping not every night, but around 1 night every 3 nights, if that makes sense. And when you do camping, you will get a lot of bucks, and you'll also get the sleep task as well. Another task you'll end up getting at camping is the shower task, so I recommend going to camping because you'll get a lot of money from the tasks you do here. You can find camping near the grocery store and to the left of the red bridge in the main map. Another task you may get is the go for a ride task, and as you can see, this is a specialized task where my pet is asking for this plain stroller. If they're asking for something special, I recommend using it because you'll get 30 bucks, which is a lot for a task. As you can see, I just took my pet for a ride in a stroller and that did the task. Another way to complete this task is to actually pull out a vehicle. I'm pulling out this pink hoverboard. Oh no, you guys.
1 eternity later.
That hoverboard was a bit hard to maneuver, but let's move on to the next section. When you first join Adoptme, you will have a starter home. Your starter home will be a tiny home and it has 3 rooms like this, a main room, and then those 2 small rooms. To decorate your house, click Edit House, then you can go to the sidebar and search for what you'd like. I recommend getting a pet bed. There are many different types. However, you could also buy a crib, and this one is free right here, so I recommend the basic crib. You'll also need a shower or a bathtub. Your house comes with a pet bed, which is free, but you can just use this one. If you want a shower, that is a good option as well because it does the shower task 2 times as fast as a tub. Right here, I am getting pizza dough. I'm buying this because you can buy it, then you can just grab some pizza dough to use as food, and the pizza will stay in your inventory. Afterwards, you can sell to get your money back. Your house already comes equipped with food and water bowls for your pet. Now you can also go ahead and add more decorations to your house. You can change the walls, the flooring, and I also recommend getting a litter box. However, you do not need to get a litter box because, like I said before, you could always go up to a fire hydrant and do your pet's task there. So you can add decorations, you can change the walls, you can add a whole bunch of stuff, and some people even just make their houses so nice and they really go to the advanced level with them. Here is me buying a piano because, like I said earlier, you could do the playground task. I just bought a lure. This is another thing I recommend buying. You can get this lure for free. I recommend getting this because you will be able to put in baits in your lure. See right here, I have a 34-minute countdown. You'll be able to place certain baits in your lure and then you'll wait a certain amount of time. For example, mine is 4 hours and you'll get items like toys, stickers, and pets, and even age potions. To create a family in Adoptme, go to the side arrow, click on the family icon, and you can create a family. Then you can just walk over to people, and if you click on them, there'll be an option to invite them to your family. Now, this is a random person, so they just declined my invite. You can invite people to your family, and you could also be a baby. So if you go to the dress up menu, you can switch to baby, and right there, I just got a task. So when you're a baby, you are going to get tasked. I have the hair salon and the drink water task. You'll just click on yourself and then you can feed yourself. You get money for doing tasks, so being a baby is really great for getting extra bucks. And then I just switched back to a parrot. There are so many places around Adoptme, and this is in the pet nursery. Here you can actually go in this age-o-matic and turn from a baby to a parent, but I usually just go to the dress-up menu to do that. This is the ice cream shop. In the ice cream shop, you can definitely buy some ice cream. There's this whole ice cream space right here, but if you go down here, there's an ice rink to buy penguins, but that does cost Robux. Here, by the main map, there's a pet shop. I'm not gonna go in there, but there are some pets in there and some pet toys. Over here, this blue-looking boat building is a pet wear shop. I love going in there to get some cute pet wear. And the pet wear does cycle, like it'll change and refresh. Over this way across the bridge is the beach shop, and this is the beach area that you will go to when you get your beach task. This is the beach shop that there are some like beach toys and mahi-mahi pets in there. Over here is the baby shop. It is right next to playground. In there you can get some strollers and baby items. This is a red coffee place. Here you can tame a bumblebee, but it does cost Robux. And you could also get some coffee or tea here. Now, another thing to mention is you can teleport to a lot of these places. If you click on your backpack, which is your inventory, and you click on a lot of these green icons, which are the categories, you can click on the plus and you can teleport to lots of these places, like the car dealership, for example, which I will go over there and show you right now. So I just teleported to the car dealership, and this is just where you can buy cars. Then I teleported to the toy shop, and you guys, I just got glitched. So I teleported again, but in the toy shop, you can get stickers and a whole bunch of toys like grapple hooks, pogo sticks, balloons, and plushies. So that is definitely the toy shop. Now, the main one I use is gifts. Gifts is so helpful to teleport to gifts because this just teleports you right into the main map. And this center area is where a lot of traders will hang out. So if you're looking to trade items, definitely teleport to gifts. Next, I will just show you guys the campground shop. If you go this way, you will notice that there's this brown little shop right here, and this is the campground shop. If you go in there, there will be like some tents you can buy. There's even some camp themed pets, and like a vehicle you could get, and just some camp stuff in that shop. Now, this is camping. We already saw camping when I talked about the task, but this is camping. You can get marshmallow sticks here, and if you need somewhere to sleep, there are beds here, but the showers do lock when you don't have the camping task. Next, I'm going to teleport to the supermarket. The supermarket is like a grocery store. It's where you can buy food. There's also like this grocery store stroller in there that you can buy. But as you can see, I'm just buying some water bottles. You'll notice that as you get tasks done for your pets, your pet is going to age up and get XP so it can grow. So as you can see, that corn doggo was newborn, but this sheepdog is a junior. So there are different levels and ages for your pets. They go from newborn to junior to preteen to teen to post-teen, and then they're full grown. And each level, it takes longer to get through. Now, this is a beluga whale, and he is friendship level. That is what happens when your pet is all the way full grown. Like, it goes from post-teen, and once it's all the way full grown, it becomes a friend. And pets like mega neons, which I will talk about soon, they're also friendship level because they can't get any older than that, if that makes sense. Like this mega chipmunk, they're a friendship level, but you'll see that they're friendship level 2. So you can still have them out, get money, and you can age them up. And there actually is a really nice benefit from aging up a friend. So every time you age up a friend and you age up 30 tasks, it will age up a level, and every level you will get an age up potion. Now, these age up potions, if you just pull out a pet, they're super helpful because when you're making neons and megas, like I'll get to later, you can just click on your pet and feed your age up potion to your pet. Now, the age up potion, just like to get one, it takes 30 tasks. It will do 30 tasks for your pet when you feed it to them, and it's super helpful. In Adoptme, you have a task board. So if you go to the left of the screen, you'll see I have a green check, and this is your task board. I have a green check because it's giving me a notification that I've completed the task. And as you can see, I just clicked claim and I got a whole bunch of money. So yeah, you'll get tasks, and if you complete the task, you'll get rewards. Okay, so some people when they start playing Adoptme don't know what a neon or mega is, don't want them, or don't know how to make one. But as you can see, if you go to that bridge, go under that main bridge, and go inside the secret door, you guys will find that you're in the neon cave. Now, to make a neon, you have to have 4 of the same pet, and they all have to be full grown. And if you have that, you can come over here and you can place them in these little circles. Now, I don't have 4 of the same pet to show you, but I do have 3, so I'll just give a little bit of an example. But you'll be able to place your pet, and then if you move to the next one, it will show you your other full-grown pets that you can place. But to make a mega, you will have to have 4 of the same neons, and those neons will also have to be full-grown. So megas do take longer, and neons, they will just turn one color, but megas, they will turn rainbow. Or some of them turn rainbow, some of them will just turn like 3 colors or 4 colors. But the point is that megas will turn a whole bunch of colors. So here's an example of a neon donkey. It is just like a bluish green. And that is what a normal donkey looks like. So some of the parts and detailings of it will turn neon. But this is a mega poodle. And as you guys can see, the poodle, it's white, but then it's like little fur patches, and tail and feet, it turns rainbow. And then this is a mega beluga whale. like its fins turn mega. And there's so many pets that will look so cute as mega or neon. And in general, you guys, megas and neons have more value than just regular normal pets. And I will talk a little bit more about that later. If you click on the backpack at the bottom of your screen, that will go to your inventory. And your inventory has many categories like pets, petware, strollers, food, vehicles, toys, gifts, wings, and even stickers. You can also favorite items in your inventory. There are many types of eggs in the game. Now, if you go to the nursery, this is where you can buy eggs usually. If you go to the pet area, this is where all the eggs will be, or most of the eggs. There's the cracked egg for $350, the moon egg, which is in the gumball machine, and that one has actually changed, and that one costs $750. The royal egg is very expensive, and it costs $1,450, and the pet egg costs $600. So the cracked, pet, and royal egg will all hatch you the same types of pets, but the one in the gumball machine is limited time, and it will hatch different pets. So for example, this was the moon egg. So I'm gonna go to my journal and just show you guys some of the pets that you could get from the moon egg. You could get pets like the Snorgle, the Hot Bop, the Puptoon, Starmite, the Dimension Drifter, and just moon type of pets, but there were also safari eggs and farm eggs and Aussie eggs in the past that would have been in the gumball machine. But these are the basic pets that are in the cracked, pet, and royal egg. So this was a basic pet update. And if you guys notice, there's a retired egg. That was before these new pets came and refreshed. But to get the retired egg, you have to be VIP. Since I'm VIP, I will show you guys where it is. VIP costs Robux, but this is where the retired egg is, and it costs $600 to get, and it has old pets. One big aspect of Adoptme is trading. So you'll notice by the supermarket, there's this white building, and this is the Trader's Safety Hub building. If you want to trade in Adoptme and you're new to it, you need to go and get your trader's license. You'll have to talk to Agent Jake over here, and you're going to end up taking a test. Now, I already took my test, but it will be through that door. And once you complete that test, and if you pass, you'll get your trader's license. Once you get your trader's license, then you can go ahead and start trading people. To send a trade request to someone, you'll click on them and then click trade. When you trade, it can be important to know what values are. So I've done some trades where I have completely overpaid, which means I'm trading pets that have way higher value than the pets that I'm actually receiving. But usually I'm well aware of that. Like this trade, for example, I'm trading ultra rares, rares, and many pets just for an uncommon pet, which is typically not a good trade. However, sometimes I do this just because I use happy values and I'm happy with the trade. So what I mean by that, people trade going off of different values. So there are happy values, there are preppy values, meaning people like preppy cute pets, or people will use value sites that will tell them if it's a good trade, like Elfbred or 𝐸𝐸 values. Another thing you should know are pets have certain rarities like common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, or legendary, and usually legendary and ultra rare pets have more value. Common is the lowest rarity, but legendary is the highest. If you go to your house and you go and click on your mailbox, you can change house, list for trade, lock door, or throw a party. If you throw a party, you'll notice your tiny home will be too small to throw a party, but you could also list it for trade, you could lock your house, and all those other options right there. when you list your house for trade, people can come and they can come offer for your house and they can offer pets. So this is a really cool feature. Now on Roblox, there is a currency called Robux, and in Adoptme, there's a shop that you can buy certain things for Robux. So you guys saw that I just went to that same orange arrow that you can pull out on the side, and I clicked the purple shop button. This is just where you can find lots of Robux items to buy, like different pets, different toys, and even houses and petware. There's also baits that you can buy, like this golden corn bait for 199 Robux. If you ever get a bait, there will be somewhere that you can throw that bait, and when you throw it, you'll have a chance of getting different types of pets, like a legendary versus an ultra rare pet. There's also fly and ride potions that you can feed your pet to be able to ride or fly them. There's petware bundles, and you could even buy bucks. Now, in Adoptme, you do not need to use Robux to play the game. Those are just some fun options that some people like to buy. In Adoptme, you can get star rewards. If you click on the star over here, you'll be able to see your star rewards. These are basically stars that you earn from keeping a login day streak and just logging in and playing Adoptme. So you can earn eggs, pets like that orca, you can earn toys, vehicles, and lots of prizes. From a diamond egg or a golden egg, you'll be able to get a griffin, dragon, or a unicorn, and there's a 1/3 chance of you getting any of those. As you can see, there's a froggy stroller, a Pomeranian, or like the planetary core car. And if I click X here, this is what you'll see every time you join. And if you haven't logged in yet, you'll be able to claim, and you'll collect stars, petware chests, and pretty much just bucks. So that is what you get for logging in. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is that in Adoptme, you have a profile. So like you just saw, to find your profile, you can just click on yourself and then click the orange profile. Or yours won't be orange, it'll just be whatever your favorite color is or what you set to it in your settings. But click profile and you can just edit your profile. I have a video of my profile tour, and this is my profile. But you'll be able to edit, and you can add different slots. Now, this isn't a tutorial on how to edit it, but this is just pretty much where your profile is, and you can really just play around with it and figure it out and just make it nice and cute. And you do have stickers that you can add to your profile. I really like adding stickers, but yeah, you can really just customize your profile to however you would like. Lots of people put pets that they like or pets that they're looking for. But that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this was helpful, and I hope if you're new to Adoptme that this really helped you with learning about Adoptme. But thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.